Hello, everybody, and happy holidays. Annie and I want to wish everybody a super, super, super happy holiday season. We are bringing back our holiday eating pod from November of 2020. So listen in and have fun. This is an oldie but a goodie. Take good care.
Hi.
This is Nicole.
Hey everyone, it's Annie.
This is our holiday edition. In a previous pod that you may have heard not that long ago, we had talked about the concept of earning food, and I feel like this goes hand in hand with just holiday eating in general. And so we kind of just wanted to broach the subject of what makes holiday eating so different for people, and kind of just some things to keep in mind for yourself too as we're going into the...
Should we tackle Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Let's do Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I think Thanksgiving, I suppose Christmas can be a little different. It just depends on how you have
some
yourself
people have
set up.
the 5-day Christmas.
Oh, that's true.
The Christmas with 4 different families.
Yeah, no, that's actually really true too.
So thinking just about Thanksgiving, like, are you traditional Thanksgiving eaters where it's, turkey and stuffing and green beans, and do you guys normally do like a normal...
Yeah, I would say my family does that. My family also makes a lot of they do ham too, or if they have like a steak, like my dad sometimes sometimes my family's super small.
Sure.
And my mom cooks for 25 people when there's 5
That's
of
a
us.
lot. I feel
it's really crazy.
Yeah.
So there's 3 different meats. So
okay.
4 different potato dishes, and it's ridiculous.
It's probably a good time for your mom to cook.
Yeah. I mean, she and again, it has come down a little bit as the years have gone on. But in general, when I'm answering your question about being traditional, there's definitely traditional things. And sometimes there's some different meats there.
Do pies, apple,
Absolutely.
pumpkin, that kind of thing? Anything weird that you guys would have that's is...
No, there's always some
different?
Form of a fluff. I've mentioned in other pods how much I dislike fluff things. But there's always some weird colored flavored fluff. Either in a dessert form or as a fruit side that I never touch.
Have you ever... with that wiggles?
Oh, no, not interested.
Nope. So have you ever struggled yourself with the holiday and eating too much or too little going into it and then struggling at the meal and or after with feeling full? You or someone that's not a client, like a family member or something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think for myself, no, but I don't know. I don't struggle with that.
Sure.
Period. I think, because I'm vegetarian and my entire family is not, I'm kind of doing my own thing anyway. I'm doing my own thing. Anyway, but I feel like people in my family have always done that. Mm-hmm. And I will say that clients in general, I think that's the thing where, they'll skip meals because of that, or there'll be some form of an extra workout, or just some form of a deprivation leading up to. And the thing is it's almost like holiday eating becomes an event to the degree so much that you almost hurt yourself because you eat to the point of that it doesn't feel good.
Or drink, right?
Or drink to the point where it doesn't feel good.
Well, and you raise a good point. I mean, people will deprive themselves leading into a holiday meal. And this is the thing that it's so ironic. When you deprive yourself going into a meal, you will 100% of the time overeat at that meal.
Oh, positively.
So you are literally setting yourself up
for that.
For failure.
Right.
If you eat breakfast and lunch, or let's say whatever it is, you eat normal leading up to that meal, 9 times out of 10, you should eat normal then, or you will eat normal at that meal. Unless you make that conscious decision to overconsume.
Right. But if you're making the conscious decision, again, as Annie and I have talked about, that is not intuitive. That is completely, you're in your head because you're trying to take care of a goal.
Right.
The goal is to.
Or you do say to yourself, I'm full, but I really like this food.
Sure.
I'm going to have some more of it.
Sure.
But the getting to that state of being engorged, you are so far gone out of your sense of hunger feeling, everything in your body.
Right.
You know, so when we talk about being in your body, those are listening to those body cues. Your body says I'm full, your body says I'm hungry.
Right.
We don't ignore them. We don't get in our head and think, well, so-and-so's eating so-and-so, so I'll eat this then.
Sure,
or I'm
sure,
going to,
sure.
deprive myself all day because I've got this big meal and extra workouts. No, we're listening to what our body needs, whatever that might be. So yeah, I think a lot of people, majority of people that I've ever worked with, a lot of people in my family get into that state of engorging themselves.
Yeah.
And whether they do it because they're out of their body, or whether they do it because they're bored.
Sure.
They don't want to hang out with their family.
Oh, right. It's an avoidance factor.
It's an avoidance thing, 100%. Or some people do it because they don't eat those foods year round.
Right.
And that's where we can talk as experts, like why we don't eat Thanksgiving foods year round kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand why people don't. I cook a Thanksgiving meal or foods of Thanksgiving likeness.
Sure, absolutely.
Regularly.
Absolutely.
Maybe not turkey all the time, like a full turkey, but like a turkey breast or cutlets or to me, chicken and turkey are like the same thing. So eating poultry isn't a new thing.
Right.
So that right there, I don't understand why we overconsume turkey. Stuffing is bread and gravy, essentially.
Right.
So, help me to understand why because you're depriving yourself of carbs on a regular basis.
Sure, there is that.
So now we're going to overconsume potatoes and carbs, which then or stuffing, which then means we're overconsuming fats generally, as the butters are in there and everything. Okay, then we've got cranberry sauce, which is generally most people have it out of a can.
Sure. So therefore,
which is the best kind.
It is,
by the way,
a can of jelly. Why do we serve jelly?
I don't know, but it's the best thing in the world.
No, I know. I'm a big fan. I love cranberry. Yeah.
It's so stupid, but yes,
so funny.
And
it's just funny.
It is.
It's a funny food thing.
It is.
Yeah.
And if you can eat a slice of it or
a slice of jelly.
But when you're sitting there eating the whole can,
I know.
Why are you not eating that food every month at least once or twice?
Right. Why aren't you eating a jar of jelly every month?
And green beans, why is green beans any different? Green bean casserole.
I know.
Again, help me to understand why. And a piece of pie.
Yeah.
If there's a peach pie, an apple pie, and a pumpkin pie, and you want to try each one, so cut a small slice of each one.
Right.
I don't understand why engorgement has to happen when these foods are not foods that should be foreign to us.
Right. They're around all the time. You could buy a box of Stovetop whenever you want.
I
mean, and obviously that isn't
or make
the same
it however
as
you
your
want.
homemade one, but it's also not hard to make either.
No, it's easy.
I think
potatoes, super easy.
Yeah. I think sometimes though, some holiday, if you think of food traditions, some of these things took all day to make, and so people aren't always doing that.
True, they don't take all day to make. That's a totally.
But that is the
myth.
thing. But
yeah.
Some of this homemade stuff or whatever, I don't know. But yeah,
right.
So there might be some of that in there where it's Aunt Millie's, I'm just saying, I don't know. But, Aunt Millie's, whatever, some
sweet potato pie.
hoo-ha with tater tots on top. You know what I'm saying? This is some goofy thing that, that no one gets. But
right. And so you have a little extra of that. That doesn't mean you need to go run a marathon that day.
I know, that's the thing.
I don't get that.
But not only that, there is such a thing as leftovers. I mean, take enough for the next couple of days. I mean, freeze a couple plates for yourself for the random time that you're going to want that.
Stop giving holidays and food that power.
I know.
And people might listen to this and be like, but that's my day to wear yoga pants and eat whatever I want. So let's talk about that. Why is there this permission on 2 days out of the year? Let's call it even 4. Yeah. We could throw Easter and people's birthday
there
in
there. There you go. Four standard days.
4 standard days out of the year that people are I can eat anything I want.
Right. It's a proclamation where it's why are you not granting yourself that every day?
Dude, first world country, you can eat whatever you want on any day. You can literally, within a minute of you, get any food you want.
That is the most bizarre concept, and it's so true.
Yep.
But the thing is that it'll come down to people then not trusting. They you know, people really want rules. Like, no, I can't do that. Why? Do you feel like you're not going to be able to stop? And that's the thing.
Right.
When we're in tune to how we feel, you know, we don't want Thanksgiving dinner every day, because sometimes you keep eating it. A, you sort of get sick of it. But B, it's like, it doesn't always feel that great.
No.
Like, we realize, like, oh, you know what? I'm really, like, people will tell me, you know, I'm missing some vegetables here. Well, good. I'm glad you're noticing that.
You're noticing
so
it. Yep.
now you're going to put those back in and it's all good, you know?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get where it's this. And again, people are going to listen to this and be like, no, that's my cheat day.
Yeah. Oh, no. We cannot. That's
my day. I can eat whatever I want.
That term is not allowed in here.
No, but that's the holiday. That's what people... And
there's no such thing as cheating. It's stupid food.
It is.
Make Christmas cookies in June, for heaven's sake. If
exactly.
That's it's just stupid food.
A chocolate chip cookie in June is the same as a chocolate chip cookie shaped like Santa with frosting at Christmas.
Yes.
They are the same.
Or a peanut blossom.
Yes.
Make them whenever. It's just a peanut butter cookie with a stupid
pumpkin
kiss in
is
it.
the same as a Reese's tree, which is the same as a Reese's Pieces.
Yes, exactly. Year round.
Year round. So let's not get into this habit of, oh my God, these foods are here, so I have to have them now. The other piece that I want to mention is people's inability to shut off their alcohol consumption around holidays.
Yeah.
It's like this just assumed thing, like, I'm going to drink everything now, and I'm going to have all these frou-frou drinks, and Thanksgiving I'm going to have a whole bottle of wine or two, and then Christmas is the same, and now I've got these days off at Christmas, so I'm just going to keep drinking. And it's like,
oh my gosh,
you don't need to engage in that behavior, and not even the behavior, but the food because that leads you to then eat more, which then leads a person to feel worse about themselves, which leads them back to the gym, which then, you know, or doing some stupid cleanse that doesn't work.
That
and now we're just in this cycle of feeling like I have to earn what I eat and I drink. And I don't get it. I think about holiday drinks like, you know, Starbucks pumpkin stuff, and I think about like Tom and Jerry's and eggnog and all of those drinks that, quote unquote, you know, contain calories. And I know people know that. You know, people know that calories exist in them, but for some reason, having an alcoholic beverage or a Starbucks frou-frou drink is more acceptable than eating the sweet potato pie.
That's a good point.
Or extra turkey. Or, you know, that I have to earn my food, but I don't have to earn my alcohol.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
I don't get that.
I
don't understand that. But, like, food has truly been made out to be the enemy.
Yeah, I know.
And I think it's probably because in the and this is, again, I'm just talking out my ass, but, like, the media has projected alcohol as sexual and fabulous and glamorous. And, like, you drink Starbucks, you must be able to afford it, or whatever, or alcohol and all of this stuff that, you know, that you are above everyone else, and that's how the media projects it. So like food, again, gets further and further down the enemy hole, and it's like, dude, you are getting so much more nutrition from a piece of apple pie than you are a glass of wine or a Tom and Jerry or eggnog at that point. Why not just have a piece of pie with your eggnog or with your, you know, and it's so much more enjoyable to have the two together. I don't get it.
Yeah.
That to me blows my mind. And I get a lot of those comments around this time of year when Cheerios has their, you know, pumpkin Cheerio out, and you got Starbucks with all their pumpkin things and all the pumpkin spice stuff that's out right now. People feel like, oh, I'm going to have to pull out my other pants so I can have all this pumpkin stuff. And it's like,
so silly.
What?
Yeah.
They're just simply marketed right now.
Correct, yeah.
Like, this is all 100% a marketing ploy to get you to eat and drink certain foods.
Right.
Soapbox done. I'm over it.
So I guess what we're trying to say is when it comes down to holidays, it's like, just choose to eat normal. Have a normal breakfast. Do not skip anything. So So you can have normal hunger levels when you're going. And then, if you are really in a situation where there are things that you absolutely 1000% know for sure you will never have for the rest of the year, then maybe make those things a priority for yourself and enjoy them.
Right.
But the thing is still to be in tune with how much does your body need at this moment, and then pack some stuff up for yourself for later. Or chances are some of these holiday things, all day events too. So it's like, why do we have to slam it all in like a half-hour period, sleep for 4 hours and repeat? Like it's, it's like it goes on all day. I'm always just trying to reinforce and trying to encourage people to honor your body, honor what you want to taste, and honor the amount that you actually need at one time by tuning in to what your body is saying.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense to me. I get it.
And don't feel like you have to. Because the thing is, and then I was just going to say too, don't feel like you have to abuse your body by doing like 3 workouts the day before, the day of, and the day after.
No.
And that's the thing, like overeating and eating in these particular ways, it's all abusive.
Yes.
Like it's literally abusive. Like it's just
it's a maladaptive coping skill.
Yeah, it's just not necessary.
But I guarantee you the first question we're going to get is, so how many calories should I eat on Thanksgiving? So what? How many? There isn't a number. Everyone's different, number one. And number two, there isn't a rhyme or reason to energy intake. I know for me, that day, I'll do whatever my coach has for me on the schedule. Could be a rest day. I don't know. And maybe it'll be a short run, 4 or 5 miles, whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to do more.
Right.
I'm going to eat a bowl of cereal in the morning. I'm going to recover from my workout.
Right.
Or it's going to be a rest day, and I'm still going to eat a bowl of cereal in the morning.
Right.
I'm going to go to my parents for brunch.
Right.
I'm going to eat whatever we make. And then I'll probably eat, because, with brunch, then I'll probably eat again at 3. And then we'll eat dinner at 6.
Right.
It's not going to be...
It's normal stuff. You just might be eating a different thing.
It's just a different schedule, maybe, with having brunch on a Thursday. Right. But, you shouldn't go to your Thanksgiving meal and that be the only meal you're eating that day.
No.
By itself, or plus one more, let's say.
Right. It's more harmful on your body to do that. And it creates a lot of stress on your body. And there's a lot of different hormones that get elevated that you do not want elevated in general during that time.
Right. And if you feel like, I have to eat this food now because I won't have it
run
later.
Away from me in an hour. Yeah.
Again, we are first world.
Right.
You can have green bean casserole at the drop of a dime.
I know, that's the thing.
These foods are not, they will always be there for you. So stop acting like we have to consume it right now, and this is the only time I'm able to eat this meal.
Right.
It is not your last meal.
Right.
You are good. Right. Just eat normal.
Please take care of yourselves, everybody.
Bye.
Have questions you want to hear discussed on the show? Find us on Facebook or visit between2pastries.com and drop us a line. Want to support the show? Find us on Patreon for exclusive content. If you love the show, find us on iTunes or your favorite podcast platform. Hit the subscribe button and leave us a review.